Ronnie, action.
JC, thank you. Thank you, Soko Films. I just want to share a couple of things about apologetics first, is that why is it at Speaker's Corner the Muslim apologists are always attacking the Trinity? They're always attacking the Trinity because they've got nothing to defend. Once you start to research Islam, once you start to research Muhammad, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked what you find. And the Muslims want to hide the evidence about their faith, because once you get to know the shocking things about Muhammad and his character, then you'll see that Islam is not true. So I want to talk about the character of Muhammad. First of all, let's talk about money. In Surah 36, verse 20-27, Surah 10, verse 772, and Surah 26, verse 23, 127, it talks about that a prophet shouldn't take money. It clearly teaches that no prophet should take money. And it also teaches Muhammad should not take money. Okay. In Surah 690, Surah 25, verse 56, 57, Surah 12, 104. Now Yusuf Ali says, the divine message was priceless. It was not for the message of for a personal profit. So you couldn't make money of being a prophet. That's what it says, okay? However, even though there are no wages for the prophet, Muhammad was allowed to have the spoils of war. In Surah 59, verse 7 and 8, he kept the spoils of war. In Surah 9, 58, 59, in Surah 8, 41, the spoils of war, a particular percentage would go to Muhammad. He was entitled to the spoils of war, Surah 3, 161. Now they say this was for charity, but actually it made him rich. Even the Quran says that it made Muhammad rich. So on the one hand we have a contradiction, that a prophet mustn't have a wage, and yet he was allowed to have the spoils of war. Okay. Commentating on Surah 59, verse 7, Tanwi al-Mikwas min Tafsir, Ibn Abbas commentating on Surah 59, verse 7 says, they, the spoils of war, are due to the Prophet. That's Tafsir al-Jalan. They are the spoils are due to the Prophet. Ibn Abbas in Tan al-Mikbas min Tafsir says, take your share of the spoils and leave us to deal with the rest. Ibn Abbas commentated, said in another tafsir, Tanwan al-Mikbas said, the share of the spoils stopped when Muhammad died. Narrated by Abdullah Aziz, we conquered Kabir, 2 captives and the booty. And then one of his soldiers says, can I have a slave girl? And a slave girl, he took a slave girl and showed him to Muhammad. And Muhammad said, what did he say? He said, you can have any slave girl, but not that slave girl. So he kept her as the spoils of war. Okay. That's in Sahih Bukhari, volume 1, book 8, number 367. He was so taken with her, he gave 7 slaves for that one slave girl in Sunnah Abu Dawud, book 19, 2991. 7 slaves. He was given a special portion of the spoils of war. This is when it says you're not allowed to have money as a prophet. Okay. He was given a special portion of the spoils of war in Sunnah Abdul Dawud, book 19, 2993. Now, a prophet is not to have wages, yet he had the spoils of war, yet he became rich. In the Quran, Allah said Muhammad became rich in Surah 93, verse 6 and 8. Now, we've looked at the money. Now let's look at the sex. Let's get to the sex. Muhammad's sex life.
This is the guy.
Here's Diddy's party.
Here's the guy.
Now we're looking at Diddy's party. This is Diddy's party. Diddy's party, right? sex in the Quran. Paradise is a Diddy Party in the Quran. In Surah 44, verse 54, Surah 55, verse 54 and 58, Surah 56, verse 36, Surah 78, verse 31 to 33, there are beautiful virgins in heaven, lied on couches with big douchey minouches, big breasts. It doesn't say small breast, it says big douchey minouches, big breasts. So the soldiers in Muhammad's time, they're thinking, I'll die, I'll get myself nice 2 women, beautiful virgins with big douchey minouches on a couch. That is their view of heaven. Narrated by Abu Hararia, the wives from the Haras are beautiful. Bukhari, volume 4, verse 4, 7, 6. The great scholar Ibn Kathir, commentating on Surah 78, verse 33, they are wide-eyed maidens with fully developed breasts.
Ah, like face free girl.
Listen, yeah, listen. The great scholar Ibn Kathir, commentating on Surah 78, verse 33, he said in that verse, they are wide-eyed maidens with fully developed douchey minouches. Breasts.
Like face free models.
It's a Diddy Party, bro.
Ah, Diddy.
It's a Diddy Party. The Quran's a Diddy Party, I'm sorry. It even says, narrated by Al-Tamadi, number 2459, that the soldiers that die will have the strength of 100 men for sex.
100 men, like a bear.
Next, Muhammad and his old wife.
Okay.
We're looking about Muhammad's teaching on sex. Muhammad and his old wife. His wife called Suda, when Suda, daughter of Zama, became old and feared that the apostle of Allah would divorce her, she said, apostle of Allah, I give to Aisha the day you visited me. So as an old woman, she got fat and ugly. And Muhammad thought, I don't like this, I'm going to divorce her. So she thought, he's going to divorce me because I'm fat and ugly and I'm old now. So instead of her turn for sex, she says, let Aisha have my turn and don't divorce me. And you know what he said?
What did he say?
It says in the hadith, I accept. I accept.
He accepted.
How can he be a prophet with that kind of attitude?
No mercy.
He had no mercy on the fat old woman. I'm dead after this, folks. Can you refute this? The sex of Muhammad's soldiers. Dia wanted a slave girl. Muhammad said you can take any slave girl. Dia took a slave girl. It's in your hadith. It's in your hadith. It's in your Quran. He took a slave girl and said, Muhammad, this is the slave girl. He said, no, you can't have that one because she was so beautiful. He said, no, not that one. You can have any slave girl but that one. That is not the action of a prophet. Muhammad and his son's wife. Now, I'll give you £5. Listen, I will give you £5 and I will get on my knees and I'll walk all the way over there if you can prove this bit wrong now. Muhammad and his adopted son's wife. Muhammad saw Zaid's wife, his adopted son's wife.
What happened?
And she was feeling nice. She was dressing nice, you know. And he thought, oh, I like it. So Zaid thought, my prophet, he likes my wife. So he went and divorced her and said, hey, prophet, you can have her, my wife. And then Muhammad married Zaid's wife, his adopted son. And then the Quran says,
what does it say?
You've done no shame. There is no such thing as adopted son. Oh, you say, what is my proof? All right, here it is.
What's your proof?
I better hide away after this because I'm going to be a hit. They're going to have me on the hit list now.
Where's your proof?
He ended up marrying a Quran, Surah 33, verse 37 and 38.
Okay.
And then
What does it...
there it talks about the story that because he saw Zayd's wife, it says, you have done no shame, Muhammad. No shame for looking at her. No shame for marrying her.
Okay.
And then there's a verse, it says, Surah 33, verse 4 and 5,
Yeah.
there's no such thing as adoption anymore.
So we abolish adoption because of that.
So he married his adopted son's wife,
Yeah.
and then Allah came up with the no adoption anymore. We don't adopt now. Don't say you've got an adopted son.
Okay, so the people wouldn't criticize him.
So number one, from those verses, from that verse, listen, from Surah 33, 37 and 38, chapter 33, 37, 38, we learn this. Number one, Allah caused Muhammad to start lusting for a married woman who was his adopted son's wife. Number one.
Wow.
Number two, Allah caused Muhammad's son to divorce his wife so Muhammad could marry her. Number three, this was done so Allah could show you that marrying an adopted son's wife was not wrong.
Wow.
Is that not twisted?
It's twisting, yeah.
Sex with slavery.
Jiggy jiggy.
You can have slave girls in the Quran.
Slave girls.
Yeah, it says in the Quran, in English translation, handmaiden, but in the Arabic it is slave girl. Quran 70, verse 22-30 says married and slave girl. Can you have slave girl? Eh? Oh, you can? It's in your Quran. Surah 23, verse 5 and 6, you can have slave girl in the Quran. Says it. Yeah? Anybody disagree? You disagree? It's in the Quran, right? Now listen. He even cohabited for a short time with Maria, his handmaiden. He saw this slave girl. He did iggy jiggy biggy with her, but he didn't marry her. Okay? He didn't marry her. That's in Kitas al-Tabaqat, page 151. In Tabari, the history of Tabari, volume 39, page 194, he had intercourse with her by being of his property. Tabari says he had intercourse with Maria, his handmaiden, a woman he did not marry. I'm sorry, Muslims, these are facts. I know it hurts you, but these are facts. These are facts. They're facts. It's in your Quran. It's facts. It's facts. It's God bless you. It's facts. It's facts. So far. Listen, it's a fact though. Listen. Number one, the Quran says that a prophet must not have a wage. But yet the Quran says that Muhammad had the spoils of war. Contradiction. Number two, the sex life of Muhammad. In the Quran, it says that when you die, you will have two women who lie on a couch with big douchey-minushis, big breasts. That's in the Quran. Number three, God bless you, brother. Number three, the Quran. Okay. Number three.
You are a sex maniac, man.
No, it's in your Quran. No, you see, that's the projection. You see, Muhammad was a sex maniac. No, bro. Right. Let's look at this. Come on. Muhammad and the Apostle Paul. The Apostle Paul and Muhammad.
I never talk about Jesus. I can't say Jesus is a bad man.
Listen. The Apostle Paul. JC. How much okie-nokie? Listen. How much, JC?
How much? 20 bucks.
How much okie-nokie, jiggy, okie-nokie did the Apostle Paul have?
Not enough.
How much? How much jiggy, okie-nokie did Jesus have? Right. How much okie-nokie
the church.
How much okinoki, a bunga bunga, did Muhammad have?
So you don't have money, please. Have jiggy jiggy with
He
church.
had
You don't like
many wives,
How many jiggy jiggy in Germany? The Pope.
and there are verses
That you see a man.
that he went through all his wives in one night.
You don't like
He went through all his wives in one night.
Somebody come out.
That is some jiggy jiggy. That is a Diddy party.
You like that?
That is a Diddy party. The Quran is a Diddy party, bro.
Liar.
Yeah? If you die, if I became a Muslim now and I go to heaven,
You go to heaven.
I get two women,
You said you have to lose your belly.
I get two beautiful virgins with big douchey minooshis.
Yes.
Oh!
Oh. Hallelujah. Lying.
It said of Muhammad that he had power of 40 men in bed.
Stop lying, my friend.
It says this,
Liar, brother. You liar.
he used to pass by all his wives in one night in Sahih Bukhari.
Yes, why are you jealous?
Sahih Bukhari, volume 7, 142. 142.
This is big lie.
He's a liar.
It's Sahih Bukhari.
No, it's not there.
Oh, it's not there. It's not there.
Tell us you're jealous.
So we have created a test record.
You're
No.
jealous. You can't get a woman.
It gets worse. Here's another one.
Hey, guess what?
Gets worse.
You can't get one lady.
It gets worse.
Joe Rules.
In Sahih Bukhari, it gets worse. Gets worse. Now, we're all in Muhammad's army now. Right, we're on our horse. We're on our horse. Right, listen. We're on the horse. We're on the horse. Yeah, right? We get to the town. Right? We've left our wives at the back. So now I want some sex. Right? So I go to Muhammad. We got no wives. Listen, we got no wives. So Muhammad lets them have sex with a woman,
Saudi Arabia.
gives them some money, and then it's okay. It's a marriage for 5 minutes. So I marry you as a soldier. I'm here. Listen, I take control of the town. I say, Muhammad, my wife's back home. What do I do? Muhammad says, marry her for 5 minutes. Like he marries them. They marry the women for 5 minutes. Jiggy, jiggy, jiggy. Gives them a bottle of wine and goes.
Is that French wine or Australian wine?
I don't know, but it's only for 5 minutes. It's only for 5 minutes. It's prostitution.
You're desperate. The Pope is desperate. He wants to see women.
It's in. Here's my evidence. Bukhari, volume 6. Bukhari, volume 6, book 60, number 139. In battle, he says, have sex with women and divorce them when you come home. So, hey, I've taken the town. Hey, woman, come here. I'll marry you. Marry. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Right. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Where are you going? The prophet says I can go home and leave you. You're not my wife anymore. Eh? The prophet says I can leave you and go home. Bye-bye. No, stay with me. You married me. No. I give you wine. Go. I'm going now. Bye-bye. Eh?
At least we have women. The Pope never get
No, it's a Diddy party, bro.
Pope never get married. He never see women in his life.
It's a Diddy party.
Go to the church. You see a man desperate for women.
No, listen.
Pope in Italy.
If this is
He
true,
want to see
listen.
women.
If Islam, I give you Bakhari,
There's no woman.
I give you Masood,
You see a man.
I give you Quran. Listen, I give you Quran.
If you're a Christian, you're not gonna get
I give you Quran.
If you're a Christian,
I give you Masood.
you never see a woman in your life.
Listen, I'm married, bro.
You're not you. I'm talking about the Pope.
I'm married.
The Pope never see a
Now,
woman in his life.
I've not finished yet. Assassination yet.
Okay.
Now, we've looked at his money. He said he shouldn't have any money, but he was given.
Get married. Change the rules. Let him see women.
Listen, he said a prophet should have no wages, but yet he had the spoils of war. He says that when you go to heaven, you have virgins with big breasts. It says he married an old woman, and she was scared that he would divorce her. He was scared that he'd divorce her. So she said, take it in turns. Don't have sex with me. Have sex with Aisha.
How you explain it?
Now assassination.
You're a liar.
It's all in there, bro.
Where is it, bro?
If you prove me wrong, I'll become a Muslim right now.
Okay, become Muslim.
Prove me wrong right now.
Become Muslim now.
Show me. Show me. Show me. Give me your evidence. Give me your evidence. And you all say, listen, 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 listen. All of you Muslims, Muslims,
It's not out.
Muslims. There's probably going to be a hit on my head after this.
Said Virgin 72.
I'm probably going to be, they're going to have a hit on my head after this. But if I am telling lies, show me. Show me. Listen, I'll debate Muhammad Hijab. I'll debate Ali Dawah. I'll debate Mansour. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? They won't debate this.
Which one?
Because it's embarrassing.
Which one?
That's why you attack the Trinity every week, because of this. You're scared of this.
Scared of what?
Yeah, this is the Diddy Party coming out right now. You're scared of it. It's exposing you. You can only hide it for so long. And then it all comes out. The dirty linen comes out.
Stop lying.
And it's coming out in fast and thick. And no, fast and thick. It's coming fast and thick. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Right? There's more. There's a lot more.
And it's more.
If you, I can't go into it here. But if you go into all these marriages,
Let me ask you a question.
it was not good.
Let me ask you a question. Why the Pope never get married? The Pope in the church. The big Pope.
Listen, brother.
Why he never get married?
Brother.
Why he never get married?
I know it's hard for you to accept.
Why the Pope never get married? He never see a woman in his life.
It's a Diddy Party.
Children
It's a
for
Diddy
years.
Party, bro.
The Pope always raped children.
It's hard to
In Germany,
accept.
one Pope raped 500 children.
Okay.
500 children the Pope raped.
Assassinations.
The Christian condemned.
Muhammad's assassination. Did Jesus assassinate anyone? Did Paul assassinate anyone? Did the Apostle Peter assassinate anyone? Did Jesus assassinate anyone? Paul assassinate anyone? Paul had no jiggy jiggy jiggy. He had no ookie nookie nookie. Muhammad had ookie nookie coming out of his ears. Okay? Muhammad had dosh, money. The Quran says he was rich. Jesus was poor. Paul was poor. Peter was poor. But Muhammad had dosh. Now third, Muhammad, when he didn't agree with him, kaput. He took you down. And he even said to his companions, you can lie to assassinate them. So he would say to his assassinating friends, would say, hey, what's your name, bro? What's your name? Yeah.
I'm from Iraq.
I'll call you Iraqi man.
Iraqi man.
So his friend would come up and say, hey, Iraqi man, let's go Nasi walkie. Right? So you go out a walk, Iraqi man, with one of Muhammad's friends, because Muhammad said they could lie. So you walk with them. And then they go like this. I've got it here. Listen. And then listen. Then the Iraqi man, as you walk.
My argument.
No, listen.
You have to open your argument.
No,
Where in the book?
shh.
Which
Be-
chapter?
ba- 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 ba.
It's not in the Quran, is it?
Watch this.
Is this in Quran
All
or
right,
hadith?
Iraqi man, I'll become a Muslim
Hadith
now.
or Quran?
Iraqi man, listen, I'll be a Muslim now if you can answer this.
I don't
Are you ready
need
for
to be
this?
Muslim.
Are you ready for this?
We are too many.
What is the theme of
We are
chapter
too
2
many.
of the
We don't
Quran?
need to be a Muslim.
What's
We are
the
too
theme
many.
of chapter?
What is the theme of the Quran in chapter 2?
What's the theme of chapter?
I have to go and search it.
What's the theme?
Second chapter, what's the theme?
Second chapter. Oh, yeah. What's the theme?
What's the theme of chapter 2 of Genesis? Genesis chapter 2. It's the fall.
The fall.
So what's the theme of chapter 2 in the Quran?
What's the theme of chapter 2?
Any Muslim? Yeah. Go on, what's the theme?
He knows.
The theme of chapter 2.
Okay, what is the thing?
What is it?
There ain't no theme!
Exactly.
There ain't no theme!
There's no theme.
It's full of edited stuff. It's like a stew that's gone wrong. You just don't know what it's all about. That's why you couldn't answer that it's a theme. It has no theme.
They're so full of man.
1 minute it's about divorce, 1 minute it's about Israel, 1 minute it's about David. It's got no theme at all. It's all over the place.
Where are you coming from?
An easy question like that.
Why you run away from the graveyard?
You noticed they asked an easy question they couldn't answer. Right, assassination. Assassination of Muhammad.
Hey, listen.
just run away digging down this.
Have you considered suing McDonald's and Burger King?
Yeah?
Like Jesus said, you have to lose your weight. You have to
I'd
be healthy.
rather eat a McDonald's
You have
than
to
be
healthy, not McDonald's.
at a Diddy party,
No,
bro.
McDonald's or KFC, brother. Listen,
I'd rather eat a McDonald's than be at a Diddy party.
KFC.
Because if I was at a Diddy party, I'd be in jail soon, bro.
Hey, now everything inside, man.
And this is a Diddy party in the Quran.
What's happening inside, man?
Assassination, JC, is okay.
Assassination.
Donald Trump.
Where's the
Narrated by Jabir,
Bye-bye.
said, who is ready to kill Kab ibn Ashraf?
Excuse me, you have too many stories, yeah? Okay.
Who is ready to kill Kab ibn Ashraf?
Who are ya?
Maslam replied, do you like me to kill him? The Prophet replied in the affirmative. Sahih Bukhari, volume 4, page 168. If you got on the nerves of Muhammad, cool. Your throat is going to be cut.
Not true. Muhammad is a good man.
Yeah, end of days.
The last man who done that's on remand.
Listen,
Jones.
listen, Muhammad is a good man. He's a man of peace.
Get me on remand.
Make him look bad, innit?
Get me on free speech. I know what you're saying, brother.
Muhammad is a man, he's sitting at home, he's chilling. And you
All this is scholarship. Every bit I've said is scholarship. It's not Islamophobia. It's scholarship. Everything is scholarly.
my religion, please.
It's by their authoritative scholars. I'm saying nothing that only Islamic scholars of authority. I even quoted one of the greatest scholars of all time. So nothing in here.
How you raise the dead in 3 days?
I'll debate you on that in a
I
minute,
don't
yeah.
want to debate anybody. I can
Yeah,
be at my
yeah.
park and just come from
But we're dealing with the Diddy party, bro.
No, we're talking about Jesus.
So let's deal with
We're
that.
talking about Jesus. How do you raise the dead?
Listen. Let's get the Diddy party over
He's
with.
dead. How do you raise the dead?
Let's get the
He's dead,
Diddy
man.
party over.
I have nothing.
Listen.
How did you raise the dead?
Yeah.
We have no argument about this.
I'm impressed. You're allowed to lie to assassinate. That's in Bukhari, volume 5, page 248. If I go to prison,
What? You're allowed to assassinate?
no, if I get arrested and go to prison, then Muslim gangs are going to come for me after this.
Can I ask you a question? A very, very important question.
In a minute.
This is vital.
No, we've got to finish the Diddy party, bro. No, let's finish. The party's got to finish, bro. Let's finish. No, in a minute, yeah. You can lie as you assassinate Ibn Ishaq in Sirat Razullah, page 367. You can lie to assassinate. You can lie to assassinate.
Listen, I work in the gym. If you want membership, I'll give you.
Assassination of the Jew.
Come to my gym.
Abu Rafi sent men to kill him. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 5, page 253 254. And that's the end of our little talk today. We looked at his money, he had loads of dosh. We looked at his sex life, he had a load of nookie. And we looked at his power, he made sure that he annihilated his opponents by getting them assassinated. And that's only 2 assassinations. There are many assassinations. He got people assassinated for reading poetry. He captured many women and had sex with them. He married other women and divorced them. Lots of other things. This is only a small portion of the Diddy party that has come out. Any questions?